Konnichiwa! Hallo meine lieben Freunde, hier ist wieder Shirashiko und wir sind jetzt bei Teil 5 von Traits in the Sky. Fangen wir einfach mal an. Hier auf der Perzel Farm. Quatsch. It's Joshua! Did you come to play with me? I wish I had the time, but I'm afraid today I'm here for work. Work? That's no fun if we can't play. Maybe later, if there's time. The kids here really like you, Joshua. Oh, Joshua, Estelle. Hi, Sherry. How have you been? Do you know where your mom and dad are? They're not home right now. Teil's outside if you want to talk to her, though. Stop. Okay. Was, Theo? Wie kommen wir denn zu ihr? Hi, Theo! It's been a while, hasn't it? Estelle? And Joshua, too? Did you guys come for a visit? Not exactly. We're here on bracer business. We hear that you've been having some trouble with monsters. Estelle and Joshua explains that they're here to do their father's work because he's away. You finished all your training? That's wonderful news. Maybe you can help after all. So there's really are monsters giving you trouble, huh? Regrettably, that's been the case the past several days now, thanks to which I'm suffering from lack of sleep. Which means the monsters only come out at night. You're very perspective, Joshua. I'd be better if you got all the details from my father, though. I imagine he should be back from delivery the milk and vegetables any time now. Fremde Häuser reingehen, ne? Good afternoon, Mr. and Mrs. Perzel. How is everyone getting on these days? Well, if it isn't Estelle and Joshua. What brings you to our neck of the woods? Did you come to see Theo? We were actually just chatting with her outside. To tell you the truth, we're here on an errand today from the Bracer Guild. Estelle hands Mr. Perzel the guild ruffle, and Joshua explains that they are taking over for their father while he is away. Is that so? But don't you think this job is a little dangerous for just the two of you to handle? I agree. I'd feel terrible if one of you were to get hurt. Don't sweat it. We're bracers after all, and taking care of monsters is right up our alley. The guild has even authorized us to carry out this task. If you wouldn't mind leaving it to us, we'd be more than grateful. Well, alright then. Go ahead and have it. Thank you very much, Mr. Perzel. Then could you tell us a little more about the monsters that have been wrecking your fields? I haven't been able to get a clear look at one yet, but they seem to resemble something like a chubby cat. As far as I can tell, 3 or 4 appear at night and raid our fields, gnawing on anything they can get their grubby little paws on. They don't seem threatening exactly, but they're extremely nibble. We've tried many times to capture them over the course of the last several nights, but to no avail. Sounds like a pretty strange bunch of creatures if you ask me. Since they only appear under the cover of night, we have to wait for it to get dark. Then, how about taking a load off until then? I assume you also be joining us for dinner, right? You said the magic word. You bet I will. I am a huge fan of your cooking, Miss Perzel. I can't wait. Sure know how to please a woman who spends a lot of time toiling in the kitchen. And for that, I'll whip you up something special that live up to your expectations. Oh, that was delicious. Your mom's cooking is as good as ever, Theo. That's because she gets excited to cook whenever we have guests over for meals. I feel really bad for Joshua, though. With the little ones jumping all over him like that. It's probably a good thing. Surprisingly enough, kids tend to latch on to him a lot. If anything, I'm more blown away by the fact that the children enjoy playing with such a stick in the mud. I think that's a bit of an over-exaggeration, don't you? He's definitely cautious, maybe even a tad reserved, but if you get to know him, he's really a caring young man. The fact that he's not self-conscious about it, too, gives him points in my book. Really think so? Think about it. With those striking facial features, mysterious amber eyes, and lush black hair, it's only natural that he'd be a target for all the young girls. Is Joshua really that popular? Blind, Estelle? Rumor has it that more than just a few girls have asked to go out with him. I hear that he turned them all down, though. I had no idea. Joshua never said a word to me about it. I don't know how I should even begin to describe his secretive nature after hearing this, but how utterly cruel of him not to confide in me. If you were a boy, I imagine it would be a different story. But as a girl, I don't think that's something he would talk to you about. And the fact that you haven't fallen for him yourself is beyond me. Huh? Why would I? Estelle, you're in there, aren't you? It's about time to do our rounds. Alright, I'm coming. I'll be back after Joshua and I get the job done, Theo. I'd like to continue this conversation then, okay? Oh, alright. Be careful out there, Estelle. That girl. She's either completely out of touch with matters of the heart or just plain dense. Poor Joshua, he really has his work cut out for him. Seems as though the monsters always show up at about this time. We'd better get outside and take a look around. What's going on, Estelle? I've gotta ask, Joshua. You don't happen to have any secrets you're not telling me about, do you? Come on now. Where are you coming up with this stuff? Since you came to live with us, we've always done everything together, right? Even so we had our fair share of fights, they're all good memories for me now, and what I mean to say is, I've come to think of you as family in every sense of the word. Estelle. So, if there's ever anything on your mind you'd like to talk about, I'm available to lend an ear. You know, about things like trouble with your love life and whatnot. What are you trying to say? Nothing. I just wanted to let you know that I'm here to listen if you need someone to talk to. That's all. Let's hurry up and get out there so we can kick some monster butt. What kind of nonsense is Theo putting into that girl's head? Wow, it's really dark out here in the countryside. So Joshua, how do you think we should go about making the runes? Let's see. How about we start by checking around the house first and then move on to the fields, stable and greenhouses. We should be able to cover the entire farm by doing it this way. Alright, let's go! It's awful quiet. All I hear are the bugs chirping. Doesn't look as if they've shown up yet. I wonder if they're aware of our presence. Hey Joshua, did anyone ever tell you that story as a kid? You know, the one about babies being born in a cabbage patch. Oh, now there's another question entirely out of the blue. And no, I was told about an angel with silver wings who delivers them. Interesting. So the explanation for where babies come from differs depending on the region, huh? How about we get back to work? Okay. I should have figured monsters wouldn't bother coming in here. Glow of the oddman sure gives this place a romantic ambience. Makes me feel like it was all worthwhile just setting foot in here. Definitely it is, Estelle. At least it's better than being dense like someone I know. That leads off the farm. We need to make our runs on the farm. No monsters here. Alright, let's keep moving. Psst, look! It's getting away! Hey, get back here, you little furball! I can still sense its presence. Staying put on the farm for the moment. Well, good. Because it's about to get caught. Ah! It's too bad. I guess it noticed us trying to sneak up on it. I swear I'm going to catch that little bugger the next time I see it. Not again! For being such a ball of shop, what's up with his speedy feet? While I admit that creature's a nimble one, I get the feeling that its instincts are much sharper than how fast it can run. Even so, it has an opening we can take advantage of. Opening? It appears to have a habit of letting down its guard whenever it scampers off. If we can catch it off guard and sneak up on it from behind, we may get lucky enough to bag it. Not a bad idea, so we close in on it from behind and it's running away, right? Let's give it a shot. Ah, you're still a little off. Remember, you need to move in on it from behind as it's scramping away and then make a grab at it when you're close enough. I got him! I think it's time to teach this creature a lesson. Yeah, it's where our job really starts, so stay alert and don't let your guard down.
Come on!
Oh, Estelle, die Arme.
Here I come!
That's that then. Let's move out.
Yay, level up! My goodness, the work of a brace is something else. Kids have done a fine job of rounding up these critters. Hey, it was nothing really. I wanted to ask you though, now that they've been caught, what do you plan on doing with them? Now that we've given these critters a good thrashing, I don't think they cause any more trouble. Estelle, also going to benefit anyone if we show these creatures any mercy now. We're here to do a job by exterminating the monsters, remember? But in any case, we're here to do a job in Dad's place. If the same thing happens again, what will you have to say for yourself? I see what you're getting at, but know, it was only some vegetables that were damaged, so. What do you think about letting it slide this time? You know, after taking a beating like that, I'm sure they've learned their lesson. Ew, Miss Perzel. But in this case, I strongly suggest otherwise. I myself am against killing them too. Whether it's us or them, the fact of the matter is we're all living beings trying to survive on the same land. To some degree, I think we need to be mindful of those creatures living around us as we go about our daily lives. I know you may disagree with me, Joshua, but would you mind sparing these critters just this once? Understood. Since this is coming from the ones who suffered the actual loss, I won't object to your request. I'm really sorry about this, Joshua. I know I had you two come all the way up here. I'll make sure to reinforce the fence and devise a way to prevent this from happening again.
Then that's that. Alright, you critters. You'd better count your blessings. If we catch you around here again, you won't be so lucky. Now scream!
Well, I consider this matter closed tonight. It's been a long night, so how about we head back to the house and hit the sack? Two of you are more than welcome to spend the night.
Sounds good to me.
I appreciate your hospitality.
Man, I'm beat. It's really late, so how about we hit the sack?
Joshua? What's wrong? I'm sorry. I made the situation really awkward for everyone.
Huh? Are you talking about what happened back outside? Don't sweat it. I guarantee you nobody thought anything of it. Really, your judgment was the most sound of anyone's.
No, it wasn't. I'm just cold-hearted and indifferent is all. Even now, I still think we shouldn't have shown any mercy and simply put those creatures out of their misery. Unlike you and Theo, I don't feel any compassion. It's at times like this that I really begin to loathe myself. It's almost as if there's something wrong with me as a person. Maybe some part of my heart is broken or something.
Joshua! Don't you dare say things like that about yourself.
Estelle?
I've watched almost everything you've done for the past 5 years, and I'm confident in saying that I know your strengths and weakness better than anyone else. Probably even more than you yourself. I won't allow you to just disregard everything with a bunch of nonsense. I don't ever want to hear you say you're broken again.
Sorry, it was foolish of me to say that.
As long as you understand what I said, that's what really matters. But you know what? Believe it or not, I was happy to hear you admit how you felt.
Why?
Your real problem, Joshua, is that you always try to keep your feelings locked up inside. Whenever you're troubled or worried, you just go around with this nonchalant look and try to fix everything by yourself. It's a little upsetting for someone who's supposed to be your family. Joshua, you were able to lay bare your own weakness today. You learned to trust in someone other than yourself. And for that, I'm happy.
I don't know what your point is, but I'm amazed that you can just stand here and say something as embarrassing as that.
Ha! I've got a whole lot more where that came from. But how about we call it a night? After all this endless running around, I'm ready to drop.
Alright then. Have a good night, Estelle. And thanks.
You're welcome, Joshua. Sleep tight.
Thank you both. You did us all a great service. Once again, I apologize for things not turning out the way they should have. Please, don't worry about it anymore. We were able to learn a lot from this experience ourselves. If there's anything else we can help you with in the future, please let the Bracer Guild know.
That'd definitely be the first place we contact.
Come and visit again sometime when you're free, okay?
We'll love to have you over for the night again, when things are convenient for you. I treat you to some of my best cooking next time you come.
Thanks for the invitation, dear Miss Perzel.
We'll definitely be back to take you up on that when our workload settles down. Alright, how about we head back to the guild? After we report this one, we can start on the next.
Sounds like a plan. On to the next one.
Ja, wir machen jetzt hier einen kleinen Cut. Sonst wird der Part wieder zu lang. Und dann geht's weiter im nächsten Part.
Matane! Bis bald!